Hello everyone. So in previous lecture we were talking about loops. We have covered for loop and while loop. Now in this lecture I am going to talk about do while loop, which is exit control loop, and I will show you that how it works and what is the syntax for that. Basically it is similar with say while loop and for loop, but I will show you how. So this is the program, you can see the program over here, that this is the program which we have done for understanding for loop and while loop. Now I am modifying this program in order to show you that how do while loop works. So for do while loop, let me just erase this initialization over here. I am taking value from user, so I am using scanf for taking value higher value and lower value, and this initialization will be common for while loop as well as say do while loop. So this is the similar thing, but here instead of this, let me just cut it over here, say do. See, here if you have observed, then I am not checking the condition, it is directly doing something. What? This thing. So it will do, and here I will place while this. So what is happening over here? Can you see this? Can you see this thing? Let me erase this first and see. First I am taking two values from user, lower value and higher value. See, user have entered 2 and 12 because I want to print the range from 2 to 12. Then I am initializing value of I as low. So now I will be having value 2. Now I am saying do. I am instructing my computer to do something. What I want it to do? That printf the value of I. Print the value of I. So it is not going to check any condition. It will directly print the value of I, that is 2. Right? So this is why we call it as exit control loop, because I am not going to check condition when it is entering. If you have observed that previously in previous lecture in for loop and while loop, before entering to loop I am checking the condition. That's why both of them are called entry control loop. But here I am not going to check the condition when it is entering inside the loop. It will just blindly enter inside the loop, and then it will check whether it is having a key or not. If it's having a key, then it will stay inside the loop, otherwise it will go outside. So here it will just blindly print value of I and increment the value of I. Once the value of I is incremented, now it will check if this incremented value is greater than or equal to high or not. If this condition is true, then it will again enter into the loop. If this condition is false, then it cannot enter inside the loop. So if I ask you one question, that what is the minimum number of time do while loop can be executed, what will you answer? Just think about it. Here, first, a minimum number of time a user can enter inside the room is 1, because it can blindly go inside. Once it will see that it is not having a key, he or she can go outside. So this is all about do while. Now let me just save this program, and if I compile it and run it. Let me enter 2 and 12. See, it is printing something. Now I would like to show you an example where it is executing this loop exactly one time. Just erase, let me close this first, and here I am entering low value. Now here I am checking a condition, say okay, let me do one thing. If I just save this program and compile this and run it again, inside this I am writing as say 2, again higher value I am also entering as 2, so it is printing as 2. But what if I am doing something as greater than I? So do you think I will ever greater than I or not if I am entering lower value and higher value as something like this? If I am entering 2 and then 3, see, it is printing only one time. Because initially the value of I was 2, it don't check, it have not checked, it just blindly printed 2, then I is incremented as 3. Now value of I is entered as 3. So the condition I is greater than I or not. So current value of I is 3 and current value of I is also 3. So the condition is false, so it cannot enter again inside the loop. So this is all about entry control loop and exit control loop. So if I ask you difference between them, then you can say that in entry control loop the condition is checked before entering inside the loop. In exit control loop the condition is checked after exiting inside by the loop. Second difference that you can mention is entry control loops can be executed minimum number of times as 0. But exit control loop should be executed at least one time. For loop and while loops are example of entry control loop, and do while loop is an example of exit control loop. But more or less these loops are same. If you want to gain some aim, if you want to achieve some aim, then this loop will contribute similarly. So don't worry about that. Now I would like to show you the flow charts for each of these loops to make it more understandable, right? So let's go and see the flow chart. So as you can see the flow chart over here for loop. As you can see, first we will start, then we are going to check condition because it is entry control loop. So first we are going to check the condition. If the condition is false, then directly the loop will end and the control will come outside of loop. But if the condition is true, then the true statements, like the statements inside the loop, will be executed and the increment and decrement of loop variable will be done. And again, after incrementing or decrementing, it will check the condition. If the condition is true, then this is keep happening. But if not, then it will just end the loop. Right? Now, what about the flow chart for while loop? So as you can see it over here, for while loop, first, see, I have not written increment or decrement over here because I have considered it inside the loop statements. Because if you have observed in the coding part, in while loop, first we are going to initialize it, then let's say starting it, then I am checking the condition, and if the condition is true, I am going to execute the block of statements. Inside that block of statement, at the end, I am incrementing or decrementing the loop variable, so that's why I have not written it inside that. So in while loop, first it will start, it will check the condition. If the condition is true, it will just run the statements and come to check condition again. So this is keep going until my condition is true. This is all about the entry control loop, that is while loop. Now as you can see it over here, that the next loop is do while loop. The flow chart for do while loop also contains the same shapes as while loop. Here also I am starting the statement, checking. First, see, one difference is here that I am not the condition. For the first step, the condition will always be true. So that's why I have written true over there, and then it is checking the condition when it is come outside the loop. If the condition is true, it will go till the statements again, and it will keep doing that until the condition is false. So this is all about the entry control loop and exit control loop. In your exam, they may ask you about the small question that write a difference between entry control loop and exit control loop, and I have already mentioned you the difference. They can also ask you about the 3 types of loop and say you to explain each of them. When this kind of question is asked, you must have to first draw the flow chart of each loops, then draw or write the syntax, general syntax or formula of each loop, and then write a 2-3 lines of explanation. And you can also give an example if the question is so lengthy or say carrying good bumps. So this is all about loops. Now in next lecture, I am going to perform some examples based on loop, where loop can be used and to efficiently program my code, to make my program more optimized. I hope you enjoyed this class, and if you have any doubt, you can just comment below the comment section. I'll make sure that I clear it out. See you in the next class.